Here I am in the middle of Chesterfield looking at the old Royal Bank. Now it is on one of my other videos, but there's some interesting features on the building which I thought I'd do in more detail. And what I've noticed here is, right at this level, we've got some lower levels. Now I wouldn't have questioned those before. I'd always said that they were actually just letting light in from below, but I've seen some videos now from America and Kansas where they can actually see lower levels under the streets. Now that might, like I said, it might just be offices that used to be underground level for the vault and that. But that looks like an old doorway there on that side, because there's like a step up. In fact, there's some writing on that. I need to go and have a look at that writing. Then you can see another entranceway, well, window there, but how far does that window actually go into the ground? Have they actually lifted the street level up? But let's just quickly go across and so it's just actually a sign for pickpockets in Chesterfield. But what I'll do is a full frontal on the building, and there's some really interesting stuff on the motive above the door. It's supposed to be a real dry day today with sunshine, so I'm a bit disappointed to find it raining. But this doorway emblem is really interesting. It's got some Latin on here, but look at the shield above there. I'm sure Dora Verner might be able to explain what that means. And then you've got an inscription which I need to just come back in on. So that must be Latin. Something like respite and prosperity, or whatever. I don't know what that actually means. Well, I'm assuming it means prosperity. If you go right to the top of the building, you can actually see some writing right at the top. It says Deacons on it. I don't know if that was the name of the bank originally, but they were all independent banks in the past rather than these globalist type national banks we've got. But even the doorway above it looks quite nice. But why can't we build buildings like this anymore? If we were knocking buildings down and rebuilding them like that, I don't think anybody would object, would they? But I don't think we're even capable of building these buildings anymore. So we're now on the other side of the building. And same again down here at this level, you've got these two windows. And like I said, I don't know how far they go in the ground. Then there you have actually got the door that you can see on the other side that's been blocked off. But it's some building, it's just like the old regional head office of Midland Bank that's in George Street in Sheffield. It's probably a bit bigger building, but lovely architecture on it and that. But I'll do one more aspect on it from the side where the door is, see if there's anything interesting on there. So on the other side it looked like there was a door and a step, but there wasn't, but you can see it on this side. A bit more closer on there. Has anybody been in the vault in there to confirm what's actually in there? Lovely artwork above the window. But also look at the pillows on it. Now I watched a very interesting video from Kansas yesterday, and a building they claimed to be built in the 1930s. It was a museum, and when you went inside there were pillars that went right from up at the ceiling of that building right to the ground, but they were actually in pure marble, and they were cut as though they'd been cut with lasers. It's just some feat, so it just makes me think, I mean, these are nothing as elaborate as these pillars I was seeing in Kansas, which were at least twice the height, and they were on the entranceway into the building, also actually inside the building. But that's just a quick view of the old Royal Bank in Chesterfield.